Everything about networking in Canada we will discuss in this video. Hey everyone, I'm your average guide Sahil Gogna. Welcome back to another video. So you might have already guessed from the video title and the video thumbnail that what this video is going to be about. And yes, today we are going to discuss about networking. And I know I am also an Instagram user and people are dancing like crazy just to tell you guys that we need to do networking. But the problem is that everyone is talking about what and why of the problem. What you need to do networking. Why you need to do networking? Because you are new to this country, you need to build a professional network so that you can, ease your job search, right? These are totally fine. But how to do it? No one is talking about that. And in today's video, we will try to explore how we can build a strong connection. So guys, before starting out this video, I want to make one thing clear that I'm not a professional coach or guru who is going to give you a magical spell on how you can do networking. I'm going to just share out the things that worked out for me and the things from which you can take some inspiration and you can use those things to just network here in Canada. I'm going to discuss the main thing that when I was a student, how I used to reach out different professionals, how I reached out the recruiters, and the main thing, how I wrote all the messages and how I convinced them to help me. These are the main areas that we are going to discuss in this video. So without any delay, let's get started. So guys, when we think about networking, the first thing that comes to our mind is that we need to go to different networking events. Maybe we need to reach out to the recruiters on LinkedIn, and somehow doing these things or in this process, we make a very simple things a very complex thing. So let me tell you one thing, networking is not that complex as it might seem. The main part of networking is that you just need to reach out to the people with the common interest, with common goal, or maybe with common background, right? So that you can leverage their experiences and learn from their experiences. The main thing is firstly, you need to find a common goal and also you need to define your expectations. So just to clear out these things, I have divided this video or this discussion into 3 phases, and those 3 phases will be depending upon when you are coming to Canada or what's your current status and what can be your expectations from the other person when you are starting out or when you are reaching out them on LinkedIn for the networking, right? Starting out with the phase 1, I will define this phase as the phase when you are still in India or you have got your offer from a university, or maybe you have just joined the university and you are into your initial days. When you are into this phase, you need to find out the common interest or something common with the person that you are sending out requests to. So the common thing, it can be maybe you graduated from the same university from India. So firstly, I think the best thing that you can do is that when you got an offer from a college or a university, you should try to look out for your seniors, right? Why? Because they came from the same background and right now maybe they are in the same condition or they went through the same condition and now they are doing good job here in Canada, right? So the common part will be that you did your bachelor's or you did your secondary education from the same college or university. Now you are in the same city or maybe in the same university or college, right? So now you guys have some common goal, and you need to keep one thing in mind, that when you are reaching out to a person, that person is also a human. And we as humans, we like interactions, not just the predefined messages that we receive from a lot of scammers, right? So we need to build up a conversation. So if you reach out to someone who is from the same university, I think you might already have a lot to talk about. You might already have a lot to share, and you can learn from your experiences. So a few days back, I have my notes here that I want to discuss with you. So a few days back, I received a very good message on LinkedIn, and this is a recent one I received. This one was from one of the person who graduated from the same university like me from India. So I am from Thapar University, which is also called Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, and I'm going to read out messages that he sent to me. And he said, "Hi Sahil, I see you are an alumni of TIET as well. I have gone through your amazing YouTube videos. I am currently working as developer and would be excited to know about your journey from TIET to settling in Canada. I would like to keep in touch." So from this message, it completely shows that the person, like, he has already found something common between me and him, and it's our bachelor's degree university, which is Thapar University. And right now, like, he's not expecting much from me. He is just expecting me to be a part of his network. So maybe in future, if he needs something or if he needs to clarify something from me about the country, about the university, or maybe about any city, so that he can reach out anytime to me, right? So this is the way, like, I really personally like this message. So this is the way you should try to reach out to the people. One more thing. So when currently I'm in Halifax, but I'm working for a Montreal based company. So I moved to Halifax a couple of months ago. When I came to Halifax, I didn't know anyone, right? I have my zero connections here in the city. It was the time for me to start afresh, and it was time for me to look out for professionals from different companies, maybe from different universities, the students who are pursuing in the masters in the same industry that I'm interested in. So I started reaching people on LinkedIn. So the type of message that I use to reach out people, I'm going to read out that to you, and I'll explain like what was my thought process when I was trying to reach out people here in Halifax. So the message reads, "Hi, I'm Sahil, a YouTuber and data integration developer working for a Montreal-based company." In this line, I have clearly told them, okay, I'm a working professional here in Canada and I'm also a YouTuber. So if in future, if I like that person, maybe I can invite them on my YouTube channel. So it's good thing that I should tell them, okay, I'm also a YouTuber. So it's in back of the head, they should be aware that, okay, I'm a YouTuber also, right? And then I told them I moved to Halifax a few months ago. So you can use same thing. So maybe you can tell them I moved to Toronto a few months ago from India, right? So you can write that thing. And then I'm telling them like why I'm sending them requests. So it's not just random thing that I'm doing. So I told them, okay, I'm sending you a request to expand my network in Halifax, and I would like to add you to my professional network. So there are not much expectation. I'm just adding them to my network to expand my network here in Halifax, and you can also do the same thing. So if you are reaching out, so in the phase 1 that we are currently discussing, so if you are coming to a city, if you are coming to a university, you are trying to reach out students of that university, or maybe some professionals who are already in that city, you can use such type of messages to, just to make them clear that you don't expect much from them. You just want to have a strong connection. You just want to expand your network in that city so that you can learn from the experiences. So that's how the things should move in the phase 1. So guys, let's move to the phase 2. So the phase 1 was all about coming to the new country. It was all about the big change that you were going through. So now once you are familiar with the city, or you have at least few of the connections from your university or from your city, now you are ready to build up your professional network. And this is a time that you should completely focus on building up your skills, and then reaching out to your seniors who graduated from your university and who are working in big corporates, or maybe try to find out a part-time job in your own field if you're interested, right? So for that, let's assume that you are a student of XYZ university and you have just joined that university, and it's the time to find out all those people who are in the same program and who are working out in the industry. So just reach out to them and tell them, okay, I am from XYZ university enrolled in this course, and try to find out the common thing and tell them, okay, so you have also done the same program, and I would like to discuss that which are the good subjects that I can take considering their scope in the industry, right? Or you can also ask them, okay, so I am from this XYZ university in XYZ program. You notice that they have a great experience in data science or maybe any other profile, and you want to discuss with them what are the skills that you should focus as a student, so that at the end of your degree or when you graduate, you can land up a good job. So this is the time that you should completely focus on validating your skills. Just try to learn from different professionals that, okay, so which are the skills that you should develop in order to land a good job, right? So the main advantage that you can have at this point is that maybe you are not looking for a job right now, but you will be looking for a job once you graduate. So if you are good in networking, and if you are able to reach out to few of the professionals, so you can develop those skills, and once you are ready to graduate, or once you graduate, reach out to them again and tell them, okay, so I'm good with these skills now, and you feel pretty confident. Maybe then you can also ask about the references if their company is looking for, let's say, a data scientist, a web developer, or full stack developer, whatever you are looking for. Then you can reach out to them, okay, so this is my profile, I have completely worked for 2 years on these skills, so is your company looking for the new position? So this is a time when you are going to build foundation of your network, so that you can utilize this network when you are out to find the full-time job. So just focus these 2 years completely on networking and developing the skills. So guys, let's move on to the phase 3, which is when you are about to graduate or you have graduated from the university. But before I tell you about that, if you have reached till this point of video, please make sure to like the video and subscribe the channel, because it will give me a lot of motivation to make such more amazing videos. So now let's get back to the point, and let's just revise the phase 1 and phase 2, in which we just talked about building up the skills, building up the foundation of your network. And in phase 1 and phase 2, we were not expecting the people to refer us in their company, because at that time we were either learning, or we were in the university phase when we were not eligible for most of the full-time jobs. But this is the time. The phase 3 is the time when you need to utilize your experience or utilize your network that you have built in last 2 years. So in this phase, you can directly reach out to people and tell them, okay, so you are looking for these types of profiles and just ask them if their company is hiring for that profile, right? Don't just give them the high level thing. Just be very specific, be very respectful to their time, and be precise and to the point. So let's say you are reaching out to a recruiter, right? Don't just tell them that, okay, you are looking out for a job as a full stack developer. Just tell them all the technologies that you are good with. Be specific that, okay, so these are the skills that you have, and these are the job titles that you are looking for. Be very specific. That's what I want to say, right? Just don't tell them that you are open to job opportunities and let me know if you have anything for me, right? They don't have much of time to look into their job descriptions and match it with your profile that, okay, I have something for this person. No. So in phase 3, now let's talk about when you are reaching out to a professional who is working in the same profile that you want to target, and you are completely stranger, right? So in this scenario, it might not be a good idea to directly reach them, right? And they might not be open to referring any stranger. How I approached this scenario was, I used to reach out to them to ask them to review my resume, right? So once they review my resume, so I got a very good response whenever I asked the professionals to review my resume. In that case, once the person, he or she went through your resume, they give you their feedback. And then you can ask them, okay, so I saw that your company is also hiring for, let's say, for XYZ profile, and do you think I can be a good fit for this profile? Because I feel that I have all the skills that they are looking for, and I have already worked on a lot of projects. And if they feel that, oh yeah, like you are good in that profile and you should try to apply for them, so it is the time when you can ask them for the references. Just ask them like, if you feel that my profile is good fit for this, is there any chances that you can internally refer me for this profile? Right? So at this time you have already built out the conversation, and that person already knows like, okay, so you're good with these skills because he or she has already gone through your resume. Networking is all about the conversations, and you need to be genuinely interested in other person's profile, and you need to be very clear with your expectations, like what are you expecting out from this conversation. Then only you can, maybe you can get the referrals, you can get your resume reviewed or anything, but you have to be very clear in your mind, and don't just randomly reach out people on LinkedIn. So guys, this was the phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3 of networking that I applied to my, the job search and to build up my professional network. Now, before I end this video, I want to discuss just 2 or 3 points more, the do's and don'ts of networking that I feel that are very important. So there are 2 things or 3 things that you should do when you are looking to network people on LinkedIn or just build up a strong network. The first thing is that you should always add a connection message. From all the phases, one thing that you have understood is that you need to build up a conversation. And if you are just randomly pushing that send connection request button and you're not adding the message or the personalized message in them, then there are very less chances that the other person, he or she, will be genuinely engaged with you in a conversation or maybe help out you. So it's always a good idea to write a connection message before you send out a connection request. The second thing is, again, find out the common interest, some common background, so that you are giving the other person a reason to start a conversation with you. So always keep that thing in mind. And number 3 is that you need to do it regularly every day. So now if we talk about don'ts, so this is the very important point. So when you reach out to a person and maybe you are trying to engage someone in conversation, you are trying to get something from that person, and if that person is not able to get back to you, right, there's always a good way to follow up to that person. Just write a very polite message that, hey, I think you missed my previous message, so we were having this conversation, can you please help me with this thing, or maybe can you please share this thing with me, right? Generally what I get is that people just send me the question marks, so that's very rude, right? So you need to find a polite way to follow up with your request. And the second thing that I want to discuss is that don't lose your heart. So this is a big don't lose your heart, because this is again a game of probability. The more requests you send to people, the more positive messages you will get back. Never ever just get disheartened by the fact that you are not getting enough replies or you are not able to get enough recruiters. So it's again just a game of numbers, right? So the more people you reach out, the more positive response you will get. So you just need to do this thing again and again till the time you build a strong network. So guys, this was today's video about networking in Canada. I hope you have really learned a lot from this video. Please make sure to go in the comment section below and let me know whether these steps work for you or not. Or maybe if you have some better approaches, make sure to share out with the other people in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Till then, stay safe.